The pending reduction to the Federal Emergency Management Agency's disaster relief account is part of a massive spending bill that the House is scheduled to consider next week when lawmakers return from their August recess. The $876 million cut, which is included in the 1,305-page Measures Homeland Security section, pays for roughly half the cost of Trump's down payment on the border wall that the president repeatedly promised Mexico would finance. It seems sure that GOP leaders will move to reverse it next week as floodwaters cover Houston, the nation's fourth-largest city, and tens of thousands of Texans have sought refuge in shelters. There's only $2.3 billion remaining in federal disaster coffers. The disaster relief cut was proposed well before Harvey, and the politically bad optics are sure to lead lawmakers to do an about-face, though that would create a money crunch in Homeland Security accounts. McConnell is scheduled to attend next Wednesday morning's White House meeting, according to congressional aides. Also going are House Speaker Paul Ryan, R. Wisconsin, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, DNY, and House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi, D. California, the aides said. We expect to hear their proposal for getting done all that we have to get done in September, said Schumer spokesman Matt House. Texas Senator John Cornyn, the chamber's number 2 Republican, is pressing for an emergency infusion of disaster aid pending estimates of longer-term rebuilding costs. Despite Trump's promise at a rally in Phoenix last week to build a wall along the border even if we have to close down our government, congressional Republicans are optimistic of averting a politically damaging shutdown after the fiscal year ends September 30. For one thing, most Republicans, including Trump, want to move on to a sweeping revamp of the tax code, and a shutdown debacle would only make tax legislation more difficult. A tax overhaul, cutting rates for individuals and businesses while erasing numerous tax breaks and loopholes, is difficult enough as it stands. Like the failed push to repeal former President Barack Obama's health care law, the tax effort is likely to encounter strong Democratic opposition and divisions among Republicans, leaving its fate uncertain. The massive, ongoing flooding caused by Harvey means that officials still don't know how much aid the metropolis will need to recover, but it's expected to be many billions of dollars. A possible outcome is 1 or even 2 infusions of immediate aid next month, with a longer-term recovery package coming by year's end.